Living by myself this semester, I've really had to learn how to cook because living at home all these years, I've always had somebody to do it for me. We recently discovered Whole Foods, so we've been getting a lot of good groceries from there. Hi, my name is Karan Thiel. I've been a Crimson tutor for 2 years now, and I live in Berkeley, California. I was born in New York and lived there for the first 11 years of my life, after which I moved to New Delhi, India, where I completed my high school. I did the International Baccalaureate, and now I am here in Berkeley, California, studying in the University of California, Berkeley. Some of my proudest academic accomplishments stem from my high school, where I got 9 A stars and 1 A in my IGCSEs and a 44 out of 45 in my IB final score. I also published a research paper after 12th grade, and I continued research here in astrophysics after coming to Berkeley. I also have maintained a good GPA of 3.9 out of 4, and this summer I'm going to be an incoming software engineering intern working on the map system at Uber. In high school, I was captain of the varsity basketball team, and I was also the vice sports captain and further elected student council president. Outside of these leadership positions, I also conducted research on my own on creating a device that uses electronically generated vibrations to help people with hearing impairments enjoy music. And then I joined UC Berkeley, and in my freshman year got involved with Crimson. My biggest dream, both in life and academically, having grown up in India and interacting with poverty so closely, is to use education as a mechanism to close the wealth gap between the rich and the poor and invest within those with a lower socioeconomic background. In my opinion, the role of a Crimson tutor is to serve as a supplement to what goes on inside the classroom. So I always like to take my first lesson with a student to understand exactly why they want tutoring, and also go through a few examples of the content and in what method they'd like me to teach them, so that I can better understand their learning style and therefore adapt my teaching to suit their style. And this is something that a teacher cannot always do due to the size of their classroom, but in a one-on-one tutoring session like at Crimson, we can always manage to get this done. So my first student actually, who I'm still currently teaching, I've had a really long journey with her. I started out teaching her the ACT. We worked on a few sections where we worked on techniques where she was struggling a little bit, especially with the essay, but it was great. You know, I've gotten to know her over the course of a year as a person and as a student. So I've been able to adapt my teaching to her preferences and her learning styles. I'm working with her on the SAT subject tests. Yeah, everything's going really well. I'd say that I have not really one moment that I'm proudest of. It's these small moments that happen throughout my sessions passively that, as I reflect upon, I am very proud of. You know, whether it's something personal and selfish, like going through a concept that I struggled with personally through high school and teaching it very fluently, or when I'm working with a student on something that is just not getting through in the right way, and either because of a mental block that they have or something because I'm not teaching it properly, and finally making that breakthrough. You know, you'll either see a student appreciate it or see a sign of relief on their face, and often I feel like that's the most rewarding and satisfying. A typical weekday, I usually wake up around 9:30. So the first thing I do in the morning is I call my family because they're back in India, and I also call my girlfriend. After that, my roommates and I, we do some HIIT workout in the morning, just follow a video. I usually take a shower, get ready, get to work. So I'll alternate between just sitting with my friends and doing some work. My job as a tutor also allows me to have a lot of free time because of this, because the students and I coordinate to work around each other's schedules. Usually towards the evening, around 5, I start to have club meetings. So for my tech consulting club or for my maths group, I'll work out again individually in the evening, or if I get to, I'll go out and play some sports or something. And yeah, then it's usually dinner time. When night comes around, we all just hang out. You know, we'll watch a movie on our projector, or we'll play some video games with my friends, and then yeah, go to sleep at around 12 or 12:30. A weekend is usually pretty much the same, except I'll get up later because I do enjoy my sleep, so I'll probably get up at around 11. Later in the day, I can, come out, sit on the glade, go out with my friends, or wherever I can because of the pandemic. The reason why I wanted to join Crimson was really to give back to a community that I was part of. That's something that's really part of my value system. And being a Crimson student before being a tutor meant that I could get the same experience that I did when I was a student, and I could give that to other people. Also, tutoring has really helped me keep in touch with my high school knowledge, which is something that I really enjoyed at that time. I managed to join Crimson as a tutor after talking to my advisor, Henry, who was there when I was a student. But otherwise, I have a friend who's also a tutor now, and I know that there's an application process that you can go through that's found on their website, which is really simple. It has a few essay questions and uploads and videos, and after one call, if everything is fine, you should be done. Now that I'm a Crimson tutor myself, I'd personally recommend it for college students who are looking to further their teaching skills, who are looking for an additional source of income, and for those who are looking to stay in touch with what they learned in high school. Personally, I really don't have one thing that I'm most proud of at Crimson, but having the opportunity to teach students and helping them learn things and understand things that they wouldn't quite understand in the classroom is really something that's satisfying and a huge achievement for me. Being a Crimson tutor has been a really great opportunity because it's given me the chance to help students all around the world who were once in the same position that I was in when applying to college. And I've really enjoyed it, and it still hasn't taken away from any of my time at college or socially.